Good morning, guys, and happy Tuesday. Our latest will be about MK and DA. Let's follow up on that. DA has reported MK to the US government. According to the DA, MK poses a threat to SA democracy. DA doesn't want MK to be allowed to contest the upcoming elections. Not only that, but they also fear that if MK is allowed to contest elections, they might win. They wrote a letter to the US government alleging that a win for MK is a threat to the democracy, and here is how people responded to what DA said.
The Democratic Alliance has the mental faculties of an ostrich and the charisma of six-day-old pup at the moment. But even for them, a party that has fewer wins than Kaiser Chiefs, what they just did was really, really silly. Imagine being this allergic to common sense. So the DA published this letter that they sent to the United States government, their Secretary of State, and they thought that showing us that they'd sent this letter would make us as a country like them more. The letter says, US government, we the DA are very worried that our free and fair elections will be meddled with by political actors this election coming, so we want some international observers in South Africa. But they provided absolutely no evidence whatsoever that anybody is trying to meddle in South Africa's election. They went and played pick-me politics with the United States of America, a country with many cases and tons of evidence of meddling and voter suppression in their elections. It's like asking someone in rehab to stand at your nightclub door checking for drugs. It absolutely amazes me that the DA thinks that this is going to make us as a country like them more. Like, there's very few fringe conspiracy theorists in South Africa who, once again, with no evidence, are desperately trying to convince us that our election is being meddled with. But there's no evidence. And on the other hand, the DA, by running to the United States of America, have essentially tried to, embarrass the country. They've tried to say that we're not going to have free and fair elections, where that's one thing actually that South Africa is really good at. And in doing so, just made us embarrassed that the DA is from South Africa. No, for a second I thought I was being unfair with the ostrich joke, but frankly, whoever came up with this idea, your head is so deep in the sand. Slash your own ass.
The stand taken by the DA angered many South Africans. They said black South Africans should stop voting for the DA. In the other news, traditional leaders are also raising their voices about MK and the ANC. They believe that ANC had forgotten about them and maybe there will be a change under MK government.
Madoda asingazothuselwa lana. It looks like we are being intimidated strategically, and kube ngathi siyenza ngamabomu to allow such nonsense to happen, despite the challenges that we are facing as Africans. But bafethu, we are going to vote, and we are going to vote the MK, and we are very clear, including all our kingdoms, including all our people. We are going to vote and vote MK because it came clean. Its mandate is very clean when it comes to us as traditional leaders. Mina ngiyacela, my colleagues, my friend Amakhosi, we can't sizothuselwa i-ANC kube ngathi i-ANC ayenzanga amasimba for the past 30 years. Bayenza amasimba. Despite all the challenges Umsholozi was facing, irrespective of all that he tried to do, they've been doing everything in their power. And singazokhuluma namanga ukuthi Umsholozi was a president and he has never done anything. Umsholozi is the first president after Thabo Mbeki removed certain traditional leaders in the Free State, and they know themselves. Umsholozi returned them and reinstalled certain kingdoms that were not even functioning. Umsholozi returned those kingdoms, and the courts overturned those decisions because our courts are controlled by the Admiralty law system. So now, whatever that has been said by the South African courts is always questionable, and we are always thinking, what is the motive? What do they benefit out of this? So we do not have trust as traditional leaders to bring even matters in their own courts. So we are going to formalize our own courts, and we are telling MK we are 100% behind them through our courts, including the systems that we are going to be using, because irrespective of all, we can't be told by Johan Rupert and his friends and the Cape Town mafias which laws we are going to use. We'll use laws of our land to charge these people. Mabahambe man. Let them go. Now we are going to vote the MK. That's it.
Ngoba sekumele kuvote sebayasifida basifida ngamakhabishi nangamazambane nanani. Ngiyodla izambane le-ANC manje bese ngivotela i-MK. Angidlali kanjalo, ngithayibori kanjani ke ngani. ngidla ikhabishi le-ANC ngiyovotela umkhonto wesizwe. Danko awungahleki mami njalo.
And that's all we have for now. Please remember to leave your comments down below and let us know of your take regarding what we've covered. That will be all from me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again in the next update. Bye.